Hello everyone, welcome to Ancient Mystery. Today we're going to look at this, the Tower of London. It is not what it seems. It seems to be at least 1700 years old, and it was not, as they say, built by the Normans. Well, hello everyone, this is just such an exciting topic. There is so much history which is just wrong, and it is just plain wrong, and it's not in the textbooks. Our history is a 19th century or an 18th century perspective on what occurred. And if we look at this, we recognize this as the Tower of London. It's called the White Tower. And it's inside a different style of architecture. This is Henry III sort of stuff, so the 1200s. That, they say, is Norman. Okay, now listen up. That Henry was a Norman. Okay, that's Norman stuff. This is much older. And they say the Normans built this tower. And that's what historians say, but it's all wrong. It's just all wrong. People who collect coins are well aware of this particular coin, numismatists, and it has been pointed out several times that the Tower of London is in fact depicted on a Roman coin of Constantine, who was a Romano-British king. So you see, the Normans couldn't have built the Tower of London. It was around in Saxon times, but the Saxons could have destroyed it, and I'm wondering how did they destroy it? I mean, did they just get a wrecking ball out? How did they destroy this? It's as if it was some kind of explosion or some kind of catastrophe or something. Did the event which created the Dark Ages decimate this building? I mean, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Was it Greek fire? I mean, it's just unbelievable. We don't know what it was. And again, you look at the ramparts, and these are some newer ramparts. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's on that coin. So there's something very wrong. And I'm suggesting, look, okay, the Normans might have rebuilt it, sure, but why would they rebuild it in the Roman style? And here's the thing: why are they called Normans? They should be called Romans. This is the thing: the Normans emerged out of the rump state of the Roman Empire. Now, at the collapse of the Roman Empire, we had this thing. It's called the Kingdom of Soissons. And this was the domain of Syagrius. And he was loyal to Rome. He remained loyal, and his kingdom endured until the 480s, when it was eventually captured after a huge battle with the Franks, who were desperate to get out of Germany and move somewhere warmer. They were actually escaping from the likes of Attila the Hun. So if you look at a picture of the end of the last days of the Western Empire, we see that the Western Empire indeed endured in France for a long time. They retained the Roman culture. They were loyal to the Roman culture. And that's Normandy, right there. And if we look at the states of the successor state to all this is the Frankish kingdom, which became the Carolingian kingdom. We have Austrasia, which was the east state, because and here we have Neustria, the new state, because it was conquered from Rome, and it goes on, and just different bits were added onto it. And the thing was, the Carolingian Empire ended. It was divided in three: the state of the West Franks, the state of the Middle Franks, and the state of the East Franks. And we can actually see borders of Switzerland, borders of Burgundy, the medieval kingdoms, Belgium, the Netherlands. All these borders were established as a result of this division of the Carolingian Empire. And France, as we know it today, was this. And this is how the Normans dressed. It was almost Roman-like, the imperial red, the ladies. It could be something out of ancient Rome. You even have this crossbowman. The Romans had similar sorts of soldiers dressing almost the same. This is a 19th century depiction. This could be a late Roman soldier. They don't look too different to Romans. This is the thing. They thought of themselves as Romans. When they were invading England, did they think of themselves as Romans reconquering England? But of course, we think of the Normans as a bunch of Vikings, because the likes of this man, Rollo, he was a Viking and he helped to settle in Normandy. There were many peaceful Northmen or Viking settlements in Normandy. And Normandy came under increasing attack from other Vikings coming in. So the French king did a deal, and he made Rollo the Duke of Normandy, and these Northmen absorbed the Latin culture. And they didn't stay Vikings, they became very, very Romanized. This is a crown from just a couple centuries before the time of William the Conqueror, and it is basically the Carolingian crown, and it is very Roman. This is the church in Aachen, very Roman. It's all Roman culture, and this is the thing. I've made a video suggesting this is Arthur's Camelot. This is his palace. And it is still in the Roman style, still existing. And the official explanation is the Normans rebuilt it out of Roman bricks which were lying around. So I don't get it. Why would the Roman bricks be just lying around? I don't know what's happening here. The foundament does seem to be very medieval, made of this sort of grey stone. The rest of it could be recycled Roman stone from something else. But the thing is, this obviously appears to be a Roman building. Now, they say the Normans had this Romanesque style, sure. To me, I think this is a Roman original building, which just has been rebuilt after some catastrophe, some destruction, which nobody is talking about. But this catastrophe must have triggered the Dark Ages, and I think 90% of Europe was wiped out. Again, a Norman fireplace looks the same as a Roman fireplace with these narrow little bricks. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And this is something to show you that you cannot trust history. You just cannot trust it. You have to work things out for yourself. Look at this. A map of France, La France in 1180. Look, that's not France in 1180. Now, do you see all these red territories? That belongs to the English king, okay? And this was called the Angevin Empire, okay? All this was the Angevin Empire. And the English king had as much land in France as the French king, and he spoke French as well. And here it tells you possessions of Henry II Plantagenet. Sure, but look at the national borders. Look, it's drawn in a national border, as if this was part of France. It was nothing to do with France. The people were, I suppose, you wouldn't even call them French people. France didn't even really exist as a word back then. It's certainly not on this map. I don't see any France written on this map. Why have they drawn in a border as if it is a nation state? These were all separate dukedoms. The dukes were like kings. The ones here, the green, were loyal to the one in Paris, the Capetian. But look, all of this is England, essentially English territory. The borders are in the wrong place. You cannot trust our interpretation of history. Guys, thanks very much. It appears that history isn't quite what we thought it was cracked up to be. It's a bit all over the place. Guys, thank you so much, and join me again next time for more.